Productivism. A productivist is someone who always seeks to do their best, always seeking to do something good or productive. This combination leads to all truths. It may also be said as the following: do your best, do good, do your best at doing good. This may also be referred to as an innovator, an inventor, or creator or creativist of creativity, otherwise known as improvising. This is the natural truth seeker, and to be truth seeker of nature, the seeker of truth in nature. This is the one who asks questions and runs mental simulations, holds conversations with thyself, and is much curious for all selves, all realities. One who never truly follows isms, but when they do, they create their own, or emphasize the exact detail of what it is, not leaving the label to do the work for them. For no product is wholly and solely a label, no book shall be judged by its cover, no amount of effort shall be assumed, for whom puts effort in more than perceived. Who puts effort in more than the usual and conventional effort? This is one who always seeks the alternative, the irony within the natural world. They do not need experience to know of something harmful, or any manifestation possible to be known by awareness. They see ends as just a beginning, another dot to connect, a product unending. For when I say Productivism by Corey Engerlot to myself, indeed it is just me. He who creates is in part ownership. The more one creates, the more products form on behalf, the more ownership one is of thyself. But productivism isn't limited to me because, however, it isn't limited in form. It can take on other names, thereof the derivative or alteration within the same path of life, the same multiplicative expression, the path formed by one before. Think for thyself what such forms may be, for any ism can ultimately exist, one and all. For these words are also such itself. Life is a forever lesson. Words can never describe a product, especially one of the most holistic nature. Productivism shall not forget what leads to new products as old, requiring knowledge of a previous nature before the next, the surrounding natures before the addition, and after the nature of its impacts, unconscious, growingly more conscious, to repeat the cycle. We shall improve upon ourselves just as nature does as a whole, or in at least striving to our optimum or most sustainable. The human mind provides this whole notion due to not simply short-term learning, but long-term learning, the ability to critically think, maintain morality, to learn from history, to articulate and entertain semantics, create art, and form philosophy. Understanding the inherent productivism, highlighting unique or specific natures, highlighting destiny and willpower, empowerment and growth, is knowing that one, in a negative sense, against productivism, will suppress productivism by others, will wage an all-out attack and dominion over others and therefore their products of ownership and art alike. A war on peoples is a war on productivism. It is most notable in the form of government, by its nature, slavery. Where one is forced to produce or cannot produce, productivism cannot prosper wholly. Where none is forced to produce and many can produce, productivism prospers, because force via violence inhibits productivism in the initiator and the receiver. Freedom provides productivism in all its forms and to the highest degree, which is never limited to short-term products. Freedom can only exist without slavery, with knowing ownership or morality that helps to enforce such, both interrelated or interchangeable as the term natural law. Thereby, understanding the mindset, or thus philosophy thereof productivism, promotes individuality, ownership, and thus natural law. There are many of this mindset, to which is why such subjects came natural to their product of discovery, If Shakespeare invented words, you can too. For we've made many things, such as money, in government, yet both of these things in particular are not even real and exist solely on belief, providing no product. A summary definition of productivism I created in 2016 is as follows. Quote, a seeker for positive interaction, for occupation in the need of a greater positive, and among that of which is properly handled, with transparency but sought to know all layers, among all to be which shall be, to seek, upon evaluation and mystic appeal, shall the will of a tornado society prosper to prospect all ways of thinking, but of the way of needy credibility, in which to live by human nature, open, aware, and always asking questions, of and for the past, present, and future product. One can apply many analogies and real-world practications to productivism, just as one should do the same for their own and every product. So incentivize and productivize. Your eyes have much to see. Where will your vision be?